Hello, welcome back to Father and Son React to the 200th episode of Death Battle. I wanted there to be a little pomp to this recording, but we're doing it before we're going to work, so it is going to be a little rushed.
Yes. This is the morning edition.
This is the morning edition. We were busy last night. So, TLDR, I explained this last time. The creator of the first of these characters asked Death Battle to do this episode shortly before he passed away, and I think it was 2011.
Okay.
And they didn't do the episode because the show was still ongoing for a number of years. And now it's been, because of the Rooster Teeth shutdown last year, it was put on like indefinite hiatus, so this was like the best time to do this episode.
Okay. Yeah, these are definitely two characters
you don't know anything about. So I want you to, so you'll have like a fresh reaction.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool beans.
All right.
Ruby Rose versus Maka Albarn.
The battle of spunky teens with oversized gardening tools. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who
would win a death battle.
I remember when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales. Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress, Summer, who disappeared. Little Red really wanted nothing more than to be a huntress.
Her dedication paid off. Admitted into Beacon Academy 2 years ahead, a premier school for huntsmen and huntresses, Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose. It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is.
Just so you know,
but it's
I've already
also
had
a gun.
cookies and milk
Ruby
today.
made Crescent Rose
What?
herself.
I've had
It's like a
cookies and
dance
milk
between
today.
Grim Reaper's
Oh.
choice
Her
and a
favorite is
bolt-action
cookies and
sniper
milk.
rifle.
So.
Ah, okay.
Dance is fitting, as huntsmen are locked in a
Remember,
never-ending
this is the
waltz
morning
in their
edition. I've
battle
already
with the
had
Grimm.
chocolate milk
Crescent
and
Rose can
cookies.
switch between sniper and sight at the press of a button. Ruby's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants, despite it being, like, bigger than she is. How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl can't even throw a punch.
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal blows and even heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too. When Ruby slaps a cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Dramatic, but accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Rule of cool, Wiz. She's got the eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust, a bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's aura may be limited, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with Weiss Schnee, Flake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh, I get it! Team Ruby!
But Ruby's hope for many years
That's
of
a
learning with her
stretch.
friends would be
I mean, I think that you would
as
pronounce
evil
the W
machinations
as a
spread
U in
like
some
wildfire.
dialects, right?
Yeah,
With a
okay.
flash of silver light, Beacon had fallen.
Ruby's friends? Dead. Her school? Totally wrecked. Her sister? Disarmed. All because of a lover's spat that went way too far.
Salem saw the world divided, and it was time to say goodbye to any happily ever after.
But Ruby wouldn't give up like that, so she set off to change the world.
Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier and heavier. Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward.
Because Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right, while aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by Aura, and Ruby's got super speed. Or
Aura
a
farming?
teleport.
Yeah.
What is she doing exactly?
Close, this is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. Ruby can
I'm not
rocket
sure if it's
from one
happened
point to
yet, but
another
this
in
certainly
milliseconds.
seems like it's
By
a
literally bursting into petals.
Sort of.
a D&D
According to
type
Professor
rule
Robo
book
Girl Penny,
waiting to be
Ruby's
made.
semblance is extremely
Yeah.
complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths, negating the laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora is best girl. Ruby's pedal burst is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely still. Good luck tagging her with a bullet. Or a breadstick.
She is certainly quick enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all, Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to just under light speed.
So, that's impressive.
With such a powerful ability, Ruby could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends, she was a beacon of hope.
Well, yeah, 'cause she's got one more superpower. Her silver eyes. Just like her mom, Ruby inherited them from the God of Light as a weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grim spawned from. Just a wink and blam! Sayonara, Dragon of Darkness!
But Ruby's skills didn't falter after her time at Beacon. As she journeyed across Remnant, she leveled up to compete with all sorts of powerful magic and mechanized foes. Her team could even match the Ace Ops, an elite squad of longtime professional huntsmen.
Including Harriet, whose super speed semblance was totally outclassed by Pedal Burst, and Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a bomb that was about to decimate the whole city of Mantle. Man, these are some pretty powerful auras.
Though it's important to remember, Ruby is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. Ruby had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've waited for.
Hopefully the show gets its ending.
Yeah.
Today's battle is sponsored by.
But that's Ruby.
We
That's
all make
like
decisions
Ruby was
every
like the
day,
big, one of the
but on
big
Prize
like
Picks, making the right
internet
choice
original
can get you
animations for a
paid.
long time.
Hey,
These days there's a
football
couple
season is
bigger
just
ones
kicking
that
off
are
right
bigger than
now,
Ruby
so
at
it's
its
the
peak,
perfect
but Ruby
time
was
to
like
jump in and join the hype.
very
It's
big
easy to
at
play.
its time.
Just pick more
Okay,
or
yeah.
less on 2 to 6 player projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Simple as that.
Let's see. I got more on Barkley for those rushing TDs, more on Jones on those passes, but Allen, 230.
I guess I can skip this.
No, let
Let
it
them
run
read their
because-
ad?
Yeah, you know, they.
Well, I guess I can talk about how 200. This is
Episode.
200.
That's
Yes,
really
I've been doing this for a while. I don't know if you remember. You were the one who showed me this show, not the other way around.
Nice.
It's a lifesaver.
Yeah,
Download
because
the app
it
today
was
and
on
use code DEATH.
Revision 3 Internet
$50 in
TV.
lineups
At the
after
time.
you play your first
And so
$5.
you were fiddling with that.
Code DEATH to get $50 in lineups after
Which
your
is
first
definitely
$5
gone
lineup.
now. Like,
Yeah.
It's good to
Like-
be right.
okay.
Prize Picks.
A sound soul
Do it.
dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
But all the unjust evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin.
Destructive gods mutated from good-natured souls. A Kishin could plunge the world into chaos and madness. If only someone could stop them.
Bing bong, it's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja stars, hammers, you name it. A Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And so, the demon weapon Soul was paired with the dutiful rising star, Maka Albarn.
Talk about your classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who leaves an apple on the desk and goes, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework," and then we jump them.
As if Soul's any better, a weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not just any demon weapon, he's a scythe.
I like the
and
fact
he's
that he
got
keeps his
sights
name
and
on his
upgraded
hat.
to the highest
Yeah.
level of Death Scythe.
Which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed
So yeah,
a
the
dream
big
team.
connection
All
is,
they needed was 99 Kishin
schools
eggs
of
and the soul
magic,
of a witch.
also scythe
Easy,
girls.
right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away, and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions.
Time for class then. The two trained hard, but their styles kinda weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the scythe, does all the actual movements himself. Maka's the Meister, Soul's the weapon.
Like conductor and instrumentalist, a Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without total cooperation.
Too bad their teamwork sucked. They fumbled the easiest chance for Death Sight status, F-.
Maka just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was skilled, sure, more skilled than most.
Keyword, most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki.
Really puts a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
It was up to Maka and Soul to improve their teamwork through Soul Resonance.
What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment.
If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's Soul Resonance.
Soul Resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool sight moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against witches and other evil creatures. It's not exclusive or anything.
It's actually really deadly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon.
Ruby's
Chop and-
evil,
Basically,
yes,
evil
Ruby
goody
blast
two-shoes
probably does
gets
not
her
work
the power
then.
of purity or
Yeah.
whatever.
Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit, though one would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits.
And the other
Let
guys
me
gotta
guess which
stop
one.
their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed after a unique encounter with Krona, which nearly killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body, inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block
It's a symbiote.
blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force of fear and sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got Soul in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Now when Soul plays his grand piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Krona.
But evil saw their plans through. The Kishin Asura had arrived. Madness was spreading everywhere.
So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their witch hunt to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to reap souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious
How
evidence
does that
of faster than light speeds. And
I was
Maka
gonna
could
say,
finally
faster
keep
than
up with
light.
him.
Pair that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher,
The other guy
who
can
could
only go-
obliterate whole
Ruby
mountains
approaching
with
light,
not
they're
one
faster
half of
than
an
light.
sticker.
And
Yeah.
yet,
Yeah.
Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a weapon, away from Maka.
I mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all along.
But Soul said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was the key to their victory. An orchestral performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka donned a dress of black blood.
It's an armor literally made of blood, and it lets Maka fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave.
That's pretty
So
cool, and
freaking
I don't know
rad.
that I've
At the
ever
same
heard of
time,
that
Soul
before.
discovered he could
I don't know that
hack souls
anybody's
and
had-
directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths, basically shutting their enemy completely
I'm sure it may have
down
existed
through
elsewhere,
Soul
but that's the
Adagio.
first time I've
And
heard
they
of it. That's
finally
pretty cool.
achieved Death Scythe. The dream's here, baby.
So when Krona's own black blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass as the planet itself. The very world's sanity was at stake.
Krona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend's soul until the Kishin showed up to ruin everything. Come on, Asura, they're having a moment here. Timing, bro.
In what would be Maka's final exam, Maka, Soul, and all of their friends faced off against the Kishin.
And she passed. A+. Maka pulled her weight and perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's chest, tamper their souls with madness, and each time they successfully realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade. The Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka Chop! Now that's what I call absolute cinema.
Because a sound soul dwells within a sound mind and body. So should you feel overwhelmed by evil's roars, just write 4242564 whenever you want to knock on death's door.
Them.
Congratulations
Yes.
to us.
Give me soul.
Wiz, your
Yeah,
ego
gotta
is
have some
showing.
soul.
I mean, I think that there's probably an
This
argument
death
for
battle is
Ruby, but I feel like they were
200.
more
Well, yeah,
impressive.
it's a big deal. So we've got a big discount on our website to celebrate.
That's www.deathbattle.gg.
Website members already get awesome deals like exclusive Death Battle merch, the whole episode archive, including episodes not on YouTube, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies. And if you sign up today, you can use our code DB200 to get 20% off.
You can only grab this discount in the next 2 weeks, so use code DB200 to get 20% off your website membership as soon as you can.
Where else are you gonna find such absolute cinema? No, really, we made an absolute cinema desk mat that's on the store. Cool as fuck.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a scythe battle!
Nice.
Okay, it's official. This is so not cool.
Oh, come on, Soul. Our target should be here, so try helping out. Hi! Who are you looking for?
Nothing but a good tumbleweed.
Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path, and the Shinigami has called. Oh my gosh, your boyfriend turns into a scythe! Oh, that's so cool! Your soul is ours!
Wow, this is really pretty looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the look goes,
Won't lie, Red. Your moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
You haven't seen anything yet! Focus. She's good, but we can handle it.
Let's go, Soul Resonance!
Stop hitting me! Get back here! Soul, hurry!
piano playing time. Nice.
Interesting. Her soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax.
I didn't really notice this before, but when her scythe turns into a piano keys, that's pretty cool. When he's in the piano mode, the scythe with piano keys. That's
Sorry, but I'll never stop fighting. I'm Ruby Rose, and I am a huntress.
Soul Adagio.
Ruby!
The wavelengths. Damn it, she's. Stay strong, Maka. You got this.
yeah. That was
I thought it was pretty, not obvious, but clear. You
yeah.
know?
It was pretty clear,
Not obvious, but clear. I think that was,
Simple, honest soul.
and it was
Ruby Rose.
2-1,
yeah.
2 against 1.
Yeah.
KO! Rest in peace, Ruby. But hey, it's not
I
often
do
you get
like
to see
Ruby's
Scythe on
look
Scythe
better a
action
little bit.
like that.
Let's break this down.
That was a
into 4
very
categories that
cool
best
fight,
represent
I
this
think.
matchup.
Yeah,
Like,
that was, they did a
Or
great job for
supercharged
200.
Ruby's strength way higher than you'd think, like kicking this Grim through steel. But Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains.
Now, Team Ruby did defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366 kiloton bomb.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Black Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small, but its mass is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT, over 5 billion times higher than Vine.
So, Maka takes strength, but speed wasn't as clear-cut. Ruby's a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Blackstar, faster than Shadows and whatnot, but as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Atom moved about 42% the speed of light. Not quite faster than your own Shadow territory. Still, Ruby's Petal Burst has become far faster than this over time, and clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%, making her well past light speed.
Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a tie, and their speed would be key to winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's Scythery.
That's not a word.
Maka's Scythery was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that Ruby's, Scythery was superior. She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got Scythery in the bag.
Perhaps this edge would be enough for Ruby to avoid Maka's far greater strength if she had the better powers.
So, Aura's really cool. Barriers, healing, superpowers, and so on. But it's got one big weakness.
It is a finite resource that is required for all of Ruby's powers.
Petal Burst, activating dust, even powering up Crescent Rose takes juice and some aura. Once it's gone, Ruby's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka had lots of ways to break through Ruby's aura, like Soul Adagio.
And since Maka is exceptionally gifted at examining souls, she could definitely figure out how aura works.
But plot twist, what about Ruby's silver eyes? Her anti-Grim eye beams? Turns out they were actually her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the silver eyes should achieve a similar effect.
But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger he is than Ruby. Maka takes powers, cause when she rose to the occasion, Ruby didn't stand a semblance of a chance and bit the dust.
The winners are Maka Albarn and Soul Evans.
Wait, his name is Soul Evans? Next time on
Nice.
Death Battle.
I like it.
Subscribe and join as a member to
Oh,
see
come
more
on.
Death Battle.
Yeah.
Thanks for
we
watching.
get one that's more in my wheelhouse. That was actually, I thoroughly enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that one as well. It's not performing the best right now, but I hope it does well because I think that one was actually a very high effort episode.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Certainly seems that way.
Blade versus Buffy. That one's more for you.
That one falls into my wheelhouse pretty well. So
All right. Well, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
cool. Thanks.
Bye.
See ya.